Hi, I'm Scott Van Holzen at scottvanholzen.org and scottvanholzen.com. You are looking at the spring third movement RV 269 of Vivaldi's Four Seasons. This is the Danza Pastorale. I started this on May 2nd, so we've come along quite a bit. In fact, surprisingly so, actually. I'm going to point out on this canvas a little bit, it's quite different from Winter Allegro, which I just finished. I use a technique in Winter Allegro where I spread the different layers of paint across the beams on that canvas. Well, I'm taking that technique further on this one here. Back when I did that, I built these little devices here to help in the spreading of that paint. So I would just take the paint, I put it on in just sections across here with a little palette knife, and I just would spread it slowly across the canvas. But I've taken that to even further with this, doing it on every one of these canvases. I've been using different sizes of these just to work the paint across the canvas. And the reason this is working out good, I used to try to do this with palette knives. Let me grab one. I've got a couple of similar to these and some bigger ones even. But I got lumpy. It just didn't look right. It just didn't spread right. I didn't feel that technique was really getting me anywhere, so I quit using it. And then I saw Vivaldi Richter use big squeegees to do his abstracts, and I looked at his technique and I figured, well, I can modify that to work for mine. And the reason I wanted to use that technique, I like the fact, although he would spread it, with heavier paint, I wanted to put thin layers on here. I don't really want a lumpy canvas. I want to try to keep it as thin as possible, and I want to keep breaking up the color so it doesn't all cover the whole thing over, and then I have to cover it all over. And I'm not going to scrape it down. This is acrylic, so it dries pretty fast. So I'm not going to have the same effect he would, because his paints take a little. I looked like, to me, it takes longer to dry once you use oil. But in mine, I use acrylic. So basically, I put, like I said earlier, put a little lumps of paint on here, spread it slowly across that, and then let it dry a little bit, and then I'll take a different size one if I want to emphasize a different area, another layer of paint across that, and then it goes on and finally get down to smaller pieces here, larger, and this one right here. They create different effects with that. The idea is that I want to give some life to the background. I just don't want to brush on paint, and that's it. It seems so, I don't know, so boring. So by doing this, I can create little abstractions in here and create little effects and bring life to the background. And here I've used, you can see I've taken and put the stripes back in here, like on a number of other paintings, the previous ones. But those stripes were pretty much solid. These are pretty much a little more abstract. But again, I just applied the paint and stripes across the thing. Plus this little squeegee, or I guess you want to call it squeegee, and push it across slowly, dropping it, and get my effect that I want. I got a ways to go on that technique. I'm still not really great at it yet, but I'm getting a fairly flat effect here. So when I put the music on here, you're not the music circles aren't going to be lumpy. I don't want lumpiness. So we got a great start here. So it's a very unusual canvas. I don't know how the music's going to work with this type of background. I think I'm going to have to evolve a little bit on that. But we'll see. We'll see in a few weeks how this turns out. Thank you very much. Again, I'm Scott Van Holzen at scottvanholzen.com and scottvanholzen.org. Thank you.